check out. Might give her 1 foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go now. 10-2 start.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Lucky.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Let's go. 18 game. Watch two.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it second and goal.
Come get some.
On second down now, it's Evans. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. You go tight. You got tight. Pistol. Point it right. Hurry. Bang. Jack. Point it right. Attack.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield dancing to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hurry! Here we go, G. Here I come. Mark 55. Yeah, that's what I do. 55's my guy, 55.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
70, Indy.
2nd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm coming back.
Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves that he got home.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Hey, Alpha. Hurry.
Stay in alpha. Check 31.
Pistol.
Shift. Watch the shift.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hurry!
Jim.
Pistol.
Watch twist.
Mayfield on first down. Flush to his right. Inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20. First down, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight. Complete, it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Bravo! Hurry!
Mayfield with it once more. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They go play action here on first down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And they give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the Browns getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
We got this.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Check, crunch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
180.
Just like that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 8. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
23 yards, the final tally. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. Hurry. Motion. Hey, alert.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Mike 7. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Know your job. Kill. Run. Turn it up. Hatchet. Check. Hey, alert 33. I got it.
Final play of the half. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So we reach, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now this throw caught left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Pistol.
97's the mic. I'm coming.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Hey, alert 33. Real. Hurry. What's up?
And now a carry here for their fullback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hurry. King. Shit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's going to... And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra points safely through. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you. Five. Check right. Hurry. We ain't giving up nothing today. Regular. Point it right. Check 49. My time.
From the gun, Mayfield. And a throw right sideline is complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Kill. Hey, alert 33. Kill. Turn up.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Me and you all day. I'm coming up. Get it.
2nd and 14. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Texans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
First down, 8-yard line. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eating.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a bait?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
90, Wolf. Get it.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for the Texans. 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the and this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever is trusted...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They'll get 34 yards there.
Let's go, boy. Bring it on.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had.